ఎంత కాదన్నా అవునన్నా, you're part of the same blood. And to take and remove that blood out of you, it's very difficult. They say family is, and what do they say? Family and the blood is thicker than water. So how much ever we try, the tinge of something of my uncle Pawan or my dad అది ఎక్కడో కొంత కనిపిస్తూనే ఉంటుంది. బట్ ఐ డోంట్ మేక్ అ వెరీ కాన్షియస్ ఎఫర్ట్. చాలా కాన్షియస్గా ఇది ఏదో డిఫరెంట్గా చేయాలని ఎప్పుడు నేను ప్రయత్నం చేయను. I do what is justified or necessity for that movie, necessary for that movie and that character. And when you do justification for that movie and that scene, you will automatically look different. You don't have to try to be different from your dad or your uncle or anybody who's doing well in your family. Just be natural and true to the character. You will look different. That's what I do.
That's fabulous. Nobody could have put it in a better way. Thank you very much for that.
But you know what? When I hear, and of course, like I said in the beginning about this magnetism that you bring in, that magnetism is so powerful, but it's backed by a lot of other things as well. There is that trust, there's that power, there's that reliability. Those are the values that, the OG glamour has. For example, and there's the brand essence is about attraction. When a rider, the person who rides glamour rides on it, there's a feeling, there's an aura of attraction that is there, and that's been there right from the beginning, from 19 years in this brand. To be able to capture those values in a human being, that is what we wanted to do. Where do we find someone who is so magnetic, who is so attractive, who has the power, who is so trusted, and who is so reliable and dependable, and also comes from the kind of lineage, because that became very important for us at Hero, because ours is also a 40+ old company. So where do we find that? And believe me, we didn't have to look far. We just found that perfect match with you, Ramcharan, and that is the most fantastic fitment that we could have ever found, ever. So that is, thank you for, being in our lives and associating with glamour.
Ranjiv Ji, I should firstly congratulate the Hero family and the Hero company for amazing 40 years.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
And being the leader of the market in every segment, in every vehicle you have under your umbrella, it is truly a commendable thing. It's not easy. It's been a great journey for you and your team, and for us, for me to be associated with a beautiful bike like Glamour, which has a legacy by itself. It's a star, it's a celebrity by itself for 19 years.
Correct.
And it is really honor for me to be associated with something like that. I truly believe Glamour, the bike, is the star of the show, because I worked only for 15 years, and this Glamour has worked for 19 years.
Wow, 15 years already.
I mean, I shouldn't be saying how many years. And truly, God has been very kind to all of us to sustain and entertain all of you.
Tell me something about the same thing. You spoke about 47 years of experience, and you bear that responsibility over your shoulders. Audience, actually, as much as they love you, they also compare. How did you accept that, and how did you take it over?
The best part, they say, ignorance is bliss. I truly believe that. I was born, they say some people are very sharp, they get everything in a light speed. I'm a kind of guy, if somebody tells me or talks to me, I take it a little slow to understand. But when I understand, I come back with a much stronger results and everything. But కొంచెం ట్యూబ్లైట్ అంటారు కదండి, బట్ ఒకసారి వెలిగితే మళ్ళీ ఆగదు. సో ఇట్స్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్, టు హ్యావ్ అ లాయల్ కస్టమర్స్ లైక్ దిస్, టు హ్యావ్ లాయల్ ఫ్యాన్స్ లైక్ దిస్, and to give them, like he said, they'll have the requirements every year. You have to upgrade your bike, and we have to upgrade ourselves in acting. It is very difficult, but we are equipped to give that.
We are equipped, and there is this philosophy that there is no shortcut. There is absolutely no shortcut. You have to do the grind. You have to build it step by step. And whatever you need to do in terms of increasing your performance standards, you will do that. But the core of you must not change, because then the audience gets confused. True. Right? So the core has to remain what you really stand for.
Yeah.
And I can see that's been your path as well.
Yeah.
Well, no shortcuts, like they say. Quick success builds ego and slow success builds character. And Charan, I want to ask you something. Meeku chala huge fan following undi, crazy fandom undi. Oka mana India lone kaadu, RRR to inka Hollywood range kuda fandom undi. Oka crazy fans experience meer chese untaru. మీ లైఫ్లో ఒక క్రేజీ ఫ్యాన్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఏదైనా ఉంటే మీరు మర్చిపోలేంది అలాంటిది ఏదైనా ఒక మూమెంట్ ఉందా ఒక క్రేజీ ఫ్యాన్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్
ఇండియాలో we experience a lot and I'm really thankful for my fans who have the trust and love for us. When I went for RRR promotions in Japan, there was a 68 or 72 between aged lady who has been following our path and our journey in this RRR and everything, and she started developing a liking towards the movie and especially towards me. She had a 180-page book, art book, and she had 180-page, all the 180 pages she hand drew every expression of mine from all the movies, all the songs.
Amazing.
And to meet her, I thank the RRR team taking me to Japan and just to experience that person. She doesn't know my language. She was only introduced to me to my last 6-7 films through somebody.
182
she
pages.
gave me the whole book which she has acquired all
fantastic,
these.
Fantastic.
And that is something heartwarming. To have a young fan, somebody who's very youthful, is different from Japan having a 68-year-old person.
Yeah.
Now that is something that's called a responsibility which we have to carry more than the legacy.
Yeah.
The fans' responsibility is more than the legacy we carry.
And that's the brilliant thing. I mean, to have someone at that profile from a country that doesn't even understand the language.
Yeah.
But it's like complete fandom. And that's what, very powerful brands like glamour can also do.
Were you in tears
I
looking
mean,
at that?
we all were in shock. I couldn't even tear up right there because I was in shock.
Yeah.
Probably it was very heartwarming. I kept it in my heart, and I traveled back to India with all that love and respect.
Yeah.
Now that is heavy on your shoulders.
Yes.
Okay, Charan. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. You were just talking about RRR. How many RRR fans here? Okay. RRR shooting floor nunchi RRR Oscar floor daaka మీరు వెళ్ళారు. ఆ ట్రాన్సిషన్ ఎలా ఉంది? ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎలా ఉంది?
I think it is one of the most unique experience. అది కొత్తగా చెప్పట్లేదు. రాజమౌళి గారితో పనిచేయడమే it is an honor, and you get to learn something and learn so much. And every time I go and meet him or do a movie with him, I unlearn everything. Malli schoolకి వెళ్తున్నట్టు I declutter all my experiences and I want to start fresh. Wow. And he loves that kind of an attitude, I feel, because you can experience more.
Yeah.
And there is so much to unlearn when you work with him, and there's so much to learn. So it is very easy to work with such mavericks, such legends. Yeah. And obviously, Oscar was a feather on the hat for all the hard work.
Amazing, what an amazing achievement.
And all the love
Also,
people
never
have
expected this.
given for Natu Natu.
Yes.
And it's because of the people and people's love, it went all the way there.
It's phenomenal. I mean, what you achieved on the global stage made the whole country so proud of you.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, fantastic, guys.
Actually, it is. చాలా చక్కగా చెప్పారు. The biggest way of learning is first to unlearn. There are a lot of unlearnings. ఇవాళ పొద్దునే నేను ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ ఆ ఫిలాసఫీ చదువుతుండే. I think రామ్ చరణ్ మనందరికీ తెలియకుండా తెలిసేమో చాలా మందికి తను చాలా మంచి ఫిలాసఫర్ అనిపిస్తుంది. నేను చాలా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ పర్సనల్గా చూశాను. అంటే నథింగ్ టు టేక్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ యూ, బట్ ఐ థింక్ ఫ్యూచర్లో మీరు కూడా ఫిలాసఫీ బుక్ రాయొచ్చేమో. దానికి మేము అందరం క్యూ కడతామండి చదవడానికి.
Okay, I'll think about it. I like to read more than write.
So now that we're talking about RRR, that RRR ఆ హుక్ స్టెప్ అనేది వరల్డ్ వైడ్ క్యాచప్ అయిపోయింది. ఇండియా కన్నా వెస్టర్న్ కంట్రీస్లో ఎక్కువ క్యాచప్ అయింది. మీరు అసలు ఎన్నిసార్లు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారు? తర్వాత ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశాక రియాలిటీ హిట్ అవ్వడం వల్ల ఎన్నిసార్లు చేయాల్సి వచ్చింది? అందాజుగా ఒక నంబర్ ఉందా ఎన్నిసార్లు మీరు ఆ హుక్ స్టెప్ చేశారో?
హిట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇంకెందుకు చేయాలండి? I think, before it was extensive hard work both NTR and me did for 17 to 25 days. And then the shoot was again for another 15 days. So overall, it took us 30 odd days to just shoot few minutes.
Wow. That's practice till you get it right. I mean, that's what it takes to get
you
something
practice like that, anybody in this room can dance like that.
So Ranjeev sir, Charan's daughter name is Klinkara. చాలా చక్కటి పేరు. నాకు ఇప్పటి వరకు దాని మీనింగ్ తెలియదండి. మిమ్మల్ని కలిస్తే మిమ్మల్ని ఒకసారి అడగాలని అనిపించింది. చాలా మంది కూడా అడిగారు ఇక్కడ నన్ను. క్లిన్కారా అని మీరు ఎందుకు డిసైడ్ చేశారు?
I'm not religious. I'm not too spiritual or too religious, but it is from our Sanskrit scriptures.
Okay.
And a sloka which we read in our home every morning. I don't know, for decades.
Wow.
It's from Lalita Sahasranamam.
Right.
Sahasranamam, and it's one of those words. So,
right. Beautiful.
And we thought it suited her, and yeah.
Very, very nice.
Fabulous. Ranjeev sir,
No,
over to you.
This is what is called up close and original. I mean, these are, I think, hearing things which wouldn't have heard of before. You've done so many of these shoots across the world. You've been across. I'm just tempted to ask you, and I was very curious to ask you, when you did the shoot for the hero Glamour. What did you feel about it? What was your impression of the bike and your whole experience around that?
అందరికి తెలిసిందే ఈ బైక్ అండ్ దిస్ కంపెనీ చాలా రోజుల నుంచి, చాలా సంవత్సరాల నుంచి ఇట్ ఇస్ అందరూ ఎదురు చూస్తారు ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక హీరో బైక్ కొనాలా అని. అండ్ అలాగే నేను చిన్నప్పుడు ఎక్కువ బైక్స్ మీద అలో చేసేవారు కాదు నాన్నగారు. బట్ I always wanted to have a hero at my house. It was not permitted in my house to ride bikes.
Right.
So, dongatananga my friends' bikes తీసుకుని I used to secretly ride the bikes. And after so many years, officially ఇవాళ ఒక హీరో బైక్ మీద కూర్చోవడం, అలాంటి కంపెనీకి బ్రాండ్ అంబాసిడర్గా అవ్వడం, I think it is like RRR, this is also a good achievement.
అంతకన్నా బ్యూటిఫుల్ గా one could have not framed it, Andy.
I was really surprised to hear that not only does he ride bikes, and he rides them really well. By the way, your posture on the bike and everything is perfect. Really, what we saw in that film. But I also learned that he rides horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an open secret.
Yeah. He rides horses. I mean, amazing what talent there is. I mean, what is it that you don't do? Literally, I'm thinking of that.
ఇప్పుడే ఆయన చెప్తా ఉన్నారు ఆయన కూడా గుర్రాలంటే చాలా ఇష్టం అని. We were just sharing, and it is one passion that I have, and I do it. I have about 15 horses with me in my farm.
Fantastic.
And I love animals.
Wow.
And ఇప్పటికే చాలా
Just look at that. Yeah.
and they're very close to my heart, and especially I bought a new horse. నేను మగధీరలో బాద్షా అనే ఒక గుర్రం, అది షూటింగ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత రాజమౌళి గారిని అడిగి అది నేను ఇంటికి తీసుకున్నాను, నా ఫామ్లో పెట్టుకున్నాను. అది హౌ బ్యూటిఫుల్ దట్ హార్స్. మొన్నే దానికి ఒక బేబీ హార్స్ పుట్టింది. అండ్ ఆ గుర్రాన్ని మా కూతురికి గిఫ్ట్గా ఇచ్చాను. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు అది చిన్నదైనా ఆ బేబీ సాడిల్స్ అన్ని ఉంటుంది, అండ్ దే ఆల్ సిట్ ఆన్ ఇట్ అండ్ దే రైడ్, అండ్ దే హ్యావ్ షేర్ ద సేమ్ ప్యాషన్ టువర్డ్స్.
Lovely.
That's a true legacy gift.
True legacy. And
Very meaningful.
I can relate to this because I think when I ride the bike, and the feeling that I get is one of you're one with the universe.
That's right.
And probably you felt the same when you were riding horses, when you ride bike. It just transports you to a completely another world.
Yeah.
And we get so into our day to day that it's such a nice change for us
take
to
a
have,
break on those
isn't it?
things.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, before we take two questions from the audience, I would like you all to give a big round of applause for the Chief Business Officer Ranjeev Jeet sir here.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you very much.
I will go there and enjoy watching the next part of the show.
But so did I enjoy your questions and
Thank
your
you
answers
so much.
as well.
Lovely, absolutely.
Charan, please be seated. Okay, so let's take మీ నుంచి ఒక రెండు ప్రశ్నలు అండి. ఆడియన్స్ ఎవరైనా నా క్వశ్చన్ ఓకే, సిద్ధార్థ్ రెండు చేతులు ఎత్తి మరీ చెప్తున్నాడు ఆయన మీ అభిమానాన్ని. ఎవరైనా మైక్ అక్కడికి పాస్ చేయరా? కన్సోల్ టీమ్, కెన్ యూ పాస్ అ మైక్ దే? Yeah, Deepak ji, please. Yeah. For the gentleman over there, right side, in the black shirt.
Thank you.
Please do subscribe to Telugu Rajyam channel.
Please do subscribe to Telugu Rajyam channel.
Please do subscribe to Telugu Rajyam channel.
హాయ్ అండి, నేను మీ ఆర్పీని నెల్లూరు పెద్దారెడ్డి చేపల పులుసు ఓనర్ని. మీరు తెలుగు రాజ్యం అనే ఈ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకుని మంచి మంచి వీడియోలతో వస్తారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Hi people, I'm Sonakshi Verma and you please watch Telugu Rajyam and please subscribe to the channel.